All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. To stay true on the message in who we are trying to empower in their financial approach are people that really need to get organized on their program, okay? In this video, this is going to be one aspect that I contend if you do deploy, it's going to help you so immensely, okay? There's going to be a lot of different things that individuals will need to do to empower their total program, okay? You're going to have to do a lot of things, and there's going to be a lot of things, especially the people that I'm aiming the message at, that are working hard, okay? They're saving their dollars, and they're doing everything they can do to cut down on expenditures, to give themselves every advantage that they possibly can. And this is really where a lot of this message is aimed at, are those folks out there who really need to understand all of the benefits that are available across the landscape, all right? Now, in this video, I'm going to talk about the importance of credit cards, all right? Now, do I think everybody needs a credit card? No, I don't. However, for those folks that have the ample fitness to understand why it is you can supplement your total overall program with the use of a credit card, you're really going to get a lot of value out of this, okay? Now, let me premise this video, all right? There is an average household debt right now for unsecured debt, which means credit cards specifically, of close to $14,000, okay? Now, if you are out of control with your spending, this video is not for you, okay? If you are out of control with your debt, I've been there too. If it requires a little bit of work on your end to clean up some of that debt, great. It just means that you have to do that first before we start to introduce the prospects of understanding the many benefits out there of credit card use, okay? Now, I don't mean to advocate for credit cards, and I wanted to come out with this video to talk about the philosophical and the fundamental uses of credit before we start to identify the best credit cards out there, okay? Each credit card is going to be specific to the individual user as far as what you want. There's a few things that I contend that you should demand in your credit card. We don't pay annual fees on the Independent Investor channel. We certainly do not advocate for opting into a fee for a credit card transaction opportunity that you could just as easily get with 50 other programs out there that are either comparable or better, okay? So if you're interested in researching more about actually obtaining a credit card and what would work for you, NerdWallet works really well in giving you that cross comparison. I was able to jump on and identify the best credit cards for 2020, which will be a follow-on video, but it doesn't do us any good to push out the message of the benefits of credit if you're not prepared to take on the responsibility of what it means to actually be a credit card user, okay? Now, with that said, I don't carry any debt. My debt to income ratio is around 1%, okay? I could make it 0 at any time. You guys know that I'm working with a pretty good surplus of cash, a pretty good investment portfolio. Therefore, my fitness to obtain credit and to have been building this credit like I have over the last 20 years is quite good, okay? And it's something that I put out there for a goal of all individuals, which brings me to my first goal of credit. Once you get that credit card established, you're going to want to make that your primary use card. It's going to do a lot of things for you. It's going to allow you to enjoy the benefits of your day-to-day transactions, sunken costs, things that you are going to buy anyway, gas, groceries, things of that nature. Those are the two that come to mind right up front. If you're going to pay for those expenditures anyway, why not use the opportunity that a credit card presents and transact with the credit card to make sure that you're getting the benefit that we'll talk about next, okay? Now, the beautiful thing about the credit card is once you start to use it and you start to pay off those monthly payments, this is going to be the discipline that I'm going to require when you first get that credit card established, is that whatever balance you put on there, you pay it right off every month. That will eliminate any type of interest carryover from month to month. If you are unable to do that, then cancel the credit card and go back to rule number 1 that I talked about with regard to your proper fitness. But if you do have the ample fitness to enter into a credit card program, you should be able to understand the significant benefits behind owning that credit card and starting to not only establish your credit, but start to get some credit for those day-to-day expenditures, okay? Now, rule number 2, the benefit of using a credit card in this manner and building up your credit in this manner is going to help you immensely safeguard your transactions, okay? Whenever you are using your debit card over and over and over again, none of those transactions are actually protected. Your transactions using a credit card are going to be protected. And if there's an erroneous transaction, you should have some sort of coverage on that. If there's a fraudulent charge put on your credit card, it's so much easier to have that transaction taken care of and backfilled than it is with a debit card. That's why my debit card never gets used. The only thing I would ever use a debit card for is for ATM withdrawals, as very few as those as I take. If I'm in a pickle and I carry my debit card, I'm overseas and I need to get cash, I can do that. You don't have to do that, okay? That's why we've streamlined every single transaction that we make is actually with a credit card. So it's an amazing, amazing benefit and an absolutely wonderful and convenient way of making your transactions very, very clean and very, very organized, okay? Now, one thing that I failed to mention here is that you do not need to have multiple credit cards, okay? Pick one good one that doesn't have an annual fee, that has a very favorable rewards program, whether it be cash or travel or incentive-based program that gives you the best bang for your buck, that gives you some level of incentive for the everyday purchases that you're making. Very, very important. You do not need a department store card from Macy's or Victoria's Secrets or Zales or every other department store out there. Okay, it's not necessary. Tell them no thank you. They don't even need your email, so just tell them no thank you and they can try with the next customer, okay? You only need one. That will help you establish that credit that we talk about so often, and it will help you in establishing that one account. It will be easy to manage. It will be easy to keep your eye on. It will be easy to understand the limits of your credit and how much you're actually authorized. We want to make sure that we're staying below 75% of the total overall. Now, if you're looking to just establish credit and they give you a $500 limit to start, that's why you want to pay that off every month, because you never want to creep over 75% of your total available credit, because that's going to reflect poorly on your credit and go against the very reason why we're entering into this luxury, okay? Credit card transactions are a luxury. If you have the ability to transact in the manner that I am insisting that everybody should look at if they have the proper fitness, it is an absolute luxury, and it can absolutely supplement your total overall portfolio. Guys, over the course of me owning my credit card, I've probably realized just over $20,000 of benefit by just getting the points, getting the rewards that I have due to me for things that I buy every single day. So it is an absolutely wonderful way of basically getting credit for those things that you would you would buy anyway, okay? Now, the final thing that you want to look at is the rewards program that you're part of. The rewards program that I'm part of is offered by Bank of America. It actually offers incentive for auto. When I bought my truck last year, I was able to negotiate a much lower interest rate incentive because of my affiliation in my rewards program that is tied to my credit card. When we travel abroad, It is a travel rewards card. So anything that is transacted in a country of another currency, there is no charge whatsoever to make those transactions and actually do the transfer rate of different currencies. So that's another wonderful luxury. As the points add up, we typically opt for a cash credit onto it. So basically, once we make those transactions and they go on the statement, it helps us remain super organized as we go through the list of what our monthly expenditures are, and it helps us keep track of that. And once those points build up, it helps to roll those back into the program and give ourselves basically a statement credit for that. So we're given a little bit of incentive. Guys, that's just a little bump in the credit department to where we're working so hard to invest and save and budget and cut back and live frugally. That aspect is a super important one, and I wouldn't be doing you guys a good service if I didn't come onto YouTube and profess that that is a very important part to my wealth building strategies. As long as you keep it in check and you enjoy the luxury and you enjoy it responsibly, it can really help promote where it is we're looking to go in our financial future, with our financial stewardship and our financial strength as we're looking to enrich each and every one of your guys' life through the channel. So guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave your comments at the bottom of the video, and like usual, good luck in your investment future.